Hey guys, iSawBear here, and today I'll be talking about the update 0.11 for the game Foxhole. This update focuses on fixing bugs that were found during the two first runs of World Conquest, and hopes to expand the functionality of Skirmish mode. To start off, a new skirmish map has been introduced, the Reaching Trail. The Reaching Trail lies a few miles north of Maureen County. It centers on a rural village that is built up along a mountainous path. In the middle of these narrows lies a series of trench lines dug for the war, and the asymmetric style of this map will force both teams to adopt differing strategies to achieve victory. Some new skirmish features include: skirmish maps now feature their own standalone tech trees that help add a sense of progression and unpredictability to skirmish matches. Alongside this, skirmish matches now have 5 different outcomes. These 5 outcomes include: total victory is when friendly forces claim all significant towns by the end of the skirmish time. Partial victory is when a friendly side claims most of the significant towns. Total defeat is when the enemies claim all significant towns. Partial defeat is when the enemy claims most of the significant towns. And a stalemate is where friendly and enemy forces claim an equal number of significant towns before the time allotted is reached. The differences between these victory or defeat states might sound insignificant on paper, but to the overall one world experience, they will seriously help contribute to the world conquest, because, starting with this update, supply drops will now be featured. So supply drops are drops containing weapons and equipment that are earned at the end of each skirmish map. The amount of equipment in each supply drop is determined by the outcome or the win condition of the skirmish. So the better your team does, the bigger the supply drop will be. These supply drops are then accumulated in the shipping factories on the home island and are shipped to the 3 port bases at the start of World Conquest while there is no war ongoing, and if there is a war ongoing, they will be shipped at regular 8-hour intervals. These could seriously bolster the effectiveness and the morale of your team during World Conquest. So now skirmishes, whereas before they felt very detached, will now play a significant role in winning victory on the world stage. And lastly, a new item has been added: Garrison Supplies. Now these are different from the previous implementation of Garrison Supplies. These are the highest tech items unlocked after light tanks and tunnel networks. Stockpiling Garrison Supplies at a base will allow its garrison size to grow at an accelerated rate. Therefore, the more Garrison Supplies a town hall has, the faster it can be upgraded to its final form, and this will play a crucial part if you're trying to speed up the process of winning World Conquest. Of course, this is an item, so that means they can be stolen, so there is a risk involved. Some game balances include: tech part drop rate has been increased by 33%, but also to compensate, the tech tree has been adjusted so that most items, vehicles, and structures now require more tech parts to be researched. A small change in Westgate is that the win condition town has been moved from Lord's Mouth to Alchemio, and mortars will no longer require blueprints to produce. This gives both sides a little bit more anti-armor and anti-structure capabilities at lower levels. Some other changes include: skirmish lobbies wait for enough players to join before starting to countdown, which helps to balance the teams a little bit better. Players can now play skirmish battles while waiting in queue to enter World Conquest, so now you don't have to sit around at the home region, you can still contribute to your team while waiting to, well, contribute to your team even further. Travel reservations have been optimized to generally reduce wait times on queues, and overall capacity for World Conquest has been increased between 5 to 10%. The surrender mechanic is now enabled for skirmish mode, and a festival games modifier has been implemented. It enables some special options for the upcoming annual Foxhole Festival event. I missed it last year, so I'll be sure to check in with it this year. There were some other bug fixes along with this update, but I'll save that for the patch notes down below. As usual, thank you very much for tuning into this update. I will just briefly remind people that I do occasionally stream on Twitch, and it is often Foxhole, and you can bet I'll be streaming as much of the next war as possible. So come check me out over there. If you like this video, like and subscribe to stay up to date on all the latest Foxhole updates. And as always, good luck, keep your heads down, and stay in your foxholes. Bear out.